It is indeed finally Futties Day. Will FC24 die today, or will it last a little bit longer? We'll see. The content can't get much worse, so let's just hope it gets better today. We'll talk about leaks for it. Best of batch 1 is confirmed as well. More FC25 stuff again, also, of course, because we keep getting info and news about all of that. We have the selection from Anders for the Icon SBC also. We got a bunch of news to talk about today. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Thanks for being here. We got Nathan Ake SBC. It finally came out, and I don't know if this is just me and my fatigue of this game possibly at the moment, but why are we not getting, I don't know, slightly better cards right now, or maybe with more play styles? I don't know. Am I wrong that this card isn't like jumping off the page immediately just end game summer type card to me? I don't know. I might be just super fatigued with this game, but none of these cards right now are super interesting to me, honestly. And we also have the exchanges that expire at content time today. There are 0 pack leaks as of right now, though, to indicate that we could get any sort of upgrade on exchanges at the moment, so I wouldn't count on it whatsoever. Why make them expire if you're never going to change them? This is how you know it's just purely a tactic to basically create some possible FOMO there in case, oh my god, what if they don't come back? I'm going to put all of my cards into exchanges right now. EA just want to create that feeling, right? Otherwise, why would they ever make them expire at all? But okay, so Futties comes out today, by the way, and we have not a singular leak at the moment of recording this video. Not a single one, which I gotta say, this is probably the first promo in at least a few months where we do not have a single leak 24 hours before the promo coming out. We don't have anything. So I just am gonna assume that by the time you see this video, if you check Twitter, you'll probably see some. I don't know why there's none, but I mean, it just could be coincidence or could be just the FC25 news train right now. But we do have this news. So Yamal here is a Futties card. We've been waiting for, you know, a Yamal card for a while. Is he ever gonna come out? He's not in the game yet. Will he be coming into the game? Well, we do have this here, that Yamal is now in FIFA Mobile. So there is actually a chance now that he could end up in FIFA, or sorry, not FIFA, FC24 now as a card. There's an actual chance he could be added into the game. I agree, it's still probably unlikely, but it is possible that he could come into this game now. So just be on the lookout for that, because we know EA are going to try and sell packs still, because in August and July they're still trying to sell packs this year, because I guess they just don't have quite enough change. We're going to get through the FC24 leaks now first, and then we'll get to FC25 after the leaks from the current game that's out right now. So Anders Vergang has indeed chosen his icon, and it is Riquelme, which was not the most popular choice among the replies in the comment section. You know, I think we have Ballack and Koeman and Perez, and I can't even think of anybody else who the options were here. So everyone's like, oh my god, he picked the worst one, but this might have something to do with it. Apparently, I guess Riquelme has the Anders celebration. I don't know if he got it from him. Stare at this image real quick and start to think terrible thoughts. Well, here are the options right here. So it's everybody I said, and then I believe, yeah, it's Nesta and Van Basten. Okay, so the options weren't insane, but I guess Riquelme out of those 6, what would you have rather seen, I guess? I mean, I personally would have honestly rather seen most of those other ones, but Riquelme might come out and he might be insane. So, okay, we do now have confirmation that we will have a best of batch 1 on Friday today. Batch 1 historical encore player pick. I think these are all going to be store packs. Maybe not this one here. This is a Galazzo great of the game or Futties icon 92 or higher. This confirms to me we should even see Futties icons today, which just begs the question, why are there no leaks at all at the moment? I don't have the answer to that question at the moment, but we do have the leaked packs here. I think these are pretty much all going to be store packs. We move on to the next page, and once again, I think it's like all store packs. Just don't spend your money. Coins or FIFA points, please. A couple more leaks here. Another Futties store pack. We have a team of the tournament player. That's already come out. Then the equalizer rare gold provisions for rare gold players rated between 87 to 88. Okay, I mean, I don't know what the fuck that is. And for FC24, that's about it at the moment. So let's go now, moving on to FC25 leaks, which we've got this Mycon has been added to the testing pool as a hero for FC25. It's not confirmed he'll be in the game, but it's probably likely, as a 75% likely he will be in next year's game. There's about 3/4 of the players last year being tested ended up in the full release. I'd assume then, if we expect something similar, about 75%. So Mycon has now been added to the testing trading pool. That's pretty awesome. It's not just Maicon actually that we have the news for. It's also Gucci. So that's pretty cool to see him leaked. I remember growing up and just learning about football, and then I remember one of the first videos I ever watched was a Gucci passing compilation, and that's why I fell in love with midfielders that can pass really well. That's why Pirlo is like one of my favorite players ever. But cool to see him probably being a hero in next year's game. We keep moving on. There will indeed be no more contracts in FC 25. This came from the patch notes that EA actually released today that we're going to go and look at right now. We got one of the deep dives. This was the community requested features deep dive. So it's kind of like a small little quality of life changes. It seems like was like this patch notes here. They also announced that July will have gameplay, rush, and clubs deep dives. August will be ultimate team and career mode. So we've already seen the division rivals checkpoint stuff, the rivals rewards areas. We've already talked about that too, how those have changed. Then we did have this news today. Rivals Legacy Division Placement. In FC 25, your starting division rivals will take into account your highest division achieved from FC 24. I don't know what you guys think about this one. It's definitely, I don't know. I don't personally love it myself, and I understand the point of it. This adjustment will help you get to a well-suited division faster, earn higher tier rewards quicker, and help ensure our new players aren't playing against our highly skilled veterans at the start of the game. And those reasons make sense. I actually just kind of like the grind up from, you know, division whatever. I think, is it only like 7 now maybe? I don't know how many divisions there are. There's still 10. I don't even know. I always like that initial grind, but that's maybe I'm in the minority of that. Just let me know what you guys think about that feature. I don't think we've ever seen anything like that before. We scroll down. We know friendlies now will no longer be a rivals-based matchmaking. They did say here that it is now form-based matchmaking. You will now be matched against opponents who have won or lost as many games as you have in friendlies, creating a more level playing field where you can experiment with new players, evo your favorites, explore new tactics, or just enjoy a one-off match. I don't really get for sure that system. I guess to me, I'd rather have it either be the rivals matchmaking, how that is, or then just completely no matchmaking parameters at all. But I think for the lower end player, it's going to be, I don't know if it'll be better or worse. I guess it'll be maybe a slightly worse, and for the higher end player it'll be slightly better, but it doesn't seem like too much actually might change with the friendly stuff. It'll just be you win a couple of games and then all of a sudden you'll be kind of back to what your matchmaking probably was before, but maybe you have those couple of wins that are going to be nice to have there. SBC storage, we've already seen that, 100 items as well, and it's not the same as the unassigned screen, by the way. It is actually a different screen. This is the unassigned screen right here, and you can send players into duplicate storage, so it's not the same thing. So I think it's also kind of interesting. Evolution requirements, we've seen that as well. They're going to be a little bit more ambiguous, less restrictive. Contracts, we just saw that. No more contracts anymore. A couple more changes. Goalkeeper movement has now changed as well, where it's not going to be as much. Looks like we have a bigger cooldown period and only 1 to 2 steps per direction. If you can kind of see here, this is the max goalkeeper movement right there, which I guess at that point, if you're even going to keep the feature, why have it be this bad? I guess maybe that is enough to kind of deter the opponent slightly, I guess, but just get rid of the fucking mechanic at that point. I guess you want it for corners and stuff like that. It does say down here that you will have normal goalkeeper movement. It will function the same as it previously did during corner kicks. So that's the changes do not apply to corner kicks, but during the open field play, you can only move them basically 1 or 2 steps. So that's a nice change, but just remove the damn thing at this point. Then we got the screenshots for the corner kick assignments. We saw this leaked as well a few weeks ago now. You've got a target player who will be the focus of the corner kick. We scroll down, you have near post and back post. So you have 3 guys you can select there for offense and defense, I believe. That's pretty cool. If you want to go see that screenshot again, it's right here. It looks like this actually. You got back post, near post, and target player. So those 3 can be in there. I think it's the same on offense and defense. That's pretty cool to see. The full gameplay deep dive will be later. We got clubs, relegations back. We saw that already. Store here. Players can earn club coins and actually get some more customizable items and interesting cosmetics. So I think it's kind of cool, actually. You know, there's a lot of different customization now, I guess. Pro Clubs fans look like they really actually like this. So I'll say it's W. I don't play too much Pro Clubs, but I think this is actually pretty cool that if they have their own currency system where it's like just going to be cosmetics and it's not even all FIFA point purchases, it's going to be even in-game currency purchases, then that's cool to me. And Pro Clubs fans seem to be liking that change. Post-match timer has changed also, where it's not gonna count down from 40 or whatever and then kick you out. Looks like the days of that are gone. Max heights changed as well for clubs now. You don't have a 6'7" player anymore. It only goes to 6'5" now because of obviously the ridiculous 6'7" aerial plus guys were all over pro clubs this year, right? Will 6'5" make that much of a difference? I don't know, but I guess they capped it there. We keep going down. Career mode match intros are indeed back. It's the classic completely remove a feature that nobody wanted gone, add it next year and sell it to us because we're all fucking stupid. Those are back now. Youth Academy as well. We talked about that earlier this week. More countries and an actual way to play with them. You can play with them in Rush. We keep scrolling down. There's more customization now in career mode. You can make transfers easier and harder. You can make scouting easier and harder now. You can have a transfer embargo on your club also, and you can just straight up turn board objectives off, which is an amazing improvement for next year's game. I think game developers oftentimes sleep on giving us more customization that seems in my head easier to actually implement into a game rather than just making a fuck ton of new features to allow us to make the experience that we want with customization. So getting rid of board objectives entirely if we don't want them now, I think is a great change. You can get sacked and win a treble in the same season before and your rating would be 52 and be bright red in the top left corner. You just lifted the Champions League trophy 3 days ago. That shit was broken. So I'm happy to see that that is now different. Weather effects apparently change how the AI plays now. I'm not even gonna bother with that. I don't know if that's gonna actually do anything at all. There's dynamic AI behavior now, which apparently your different CPUs can always play differently if that's the case. Every team you play will play differently, I guess, is the point of that, which I was hoping they did that earlier, but I guess that's now a new feature. Morale is different. It's harder to keep your players' morale up now, and that looks like that is it. Plus a live updates section as well here, where they said the first big update will actually be coming pre-holiday season this time. It was the first holiday update last year. It'll be pre-holiday season this time. So that's all we got. A lot of information, a lot of good quality of life changes again. We will see more of those types of changes too in the Ultimate Team reveal. We've not seen all of them yet, but I guess let me know what you think about all of that stuff. Is it interesting to you? Is it not? Then there was this news, which is kind of hilarious. Players can now make collisions with the goalpost. Players will not be able to stop before colliding with their head, leg, or hands. Top reply, you just know full well the players will get stuck in the post. That's definitely happening. I just thought that was a funny tidbit to throw in. And obviously the biggest like viral feature that has gone all across Twitter since we've seen all the features being leaked has been the intentional fouls. You can purposely foul a player in FC25. Now you hold RT or R2 plus A/X. It grabs a hold of the player and it instantly gives a yellow card. I mean, the fact that they added this in, I just don't understand this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's one of the most frustrating things to watch in real life, and they just said, fuck it, let's add it into this game. There are some very questionable things that are coming into this game next year in terms of the FCIQ. You can move players all around. There was a rumor actually, or not a rumor, sorry. There was a YouTuber who played the game. I think it was Neil Guides maybe, who played the game already. And he said he went up against a formation with like 6 strikers when somebody went down in the game. It might be a shit show next year, okay? It really might be, and I'm worried about that. And this feature seems like it probably will be useful. Useful does not equate to a great feature in the game. I don't think this is one that people are gonna love very much, and it might be nerfed immediately or even straight up removed in no time. I could almost guarantee you that. Then we got more season pass news that makes no sense to me whatsoever. At a high level, there will be nothing in paid tier that can't be earned in the free tier. The free tier would be essentially what players see in FC24. Premium pass available for coins or FC points. No exclusive rewards forcing you to buy. So you just pay for nothing? What is that description? Okay, so it's exactly what the top reply said. So for the premium versions, you get nothing. At a high level, there will be nothing in the paid tier that can't be earned in the free tier, Waltz explained. There's no exclusive rewards that will mean that you have to do that. We're going to be having players, packs, that sort of thing in clubs, customization options. What the fuck does that mean? I don't believe you for a goddamn second, by the way. I don't believe that for a fucking second. So that's just more news we got about the season pass. Okay, we'll quickly talk about the FUTTIES market. I'm not going to read your comments today, and the reason is a good reason, because I want you to leave a comment on today's video. I'm going to read through every single one of them to probably upload a video on my second channel, just answering every question anybody asks me. I'll be answering it. Leave a comment on today's video, and I will be answering that in a couple of days, I think. But okay, so FUTTIES, a lot of cards will be in packs. They might be super duper expensive. If that's the case, we're probably going to see cards start to rise actually slightly, because there will be some hype coming up for this next weekend league. New rewards coming this Friday, right? I expect most of the market to actually kind of do well. Now, if FUTTIES comes out and there's 35 players in it, then it's going to be different, but I doubt it's going to be the case. I actually think FUTTIES best of batch 1 will not be very good. Last year's was not that good. I wouldn't be too worried about the market in terms of the best of batch 1 at all. So don't be afraid to buy. Once we see what the FUTTIES team actually looks like, it'll be very easy to know, but I wouldn't be too afraid to buy right now. It might be a Friday where it actually the market doesn't really go down too much, but that obviously, if best of batch 1 is like really insane, then maybe it's going to be different, but I don't think that's going to be the case at all. Also, we got a few more videos being released with people that played the actual gameplay of the game. If you want me to go through kind of each video and talk about certain talking points, I can do that in tomorrow's or Sunday's video, kind of give a brief summary on what it, like the consensus is on what it plays like, because we're starting to get more people talk about the game now. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Leave a comment down below if you want me to answer anything. I'll say this video. So peace.